All right, let me know, Bone Dark. I think I am back in business. I think. I hope. But yeah, I was using the San Francisco server. I don't know if that just had to send my signal across the planet to then bring it back to. Sure there's some silly reason why that wasn't working. But let me know if the stream's okay now. I want to mess with this sound. Are we working? Are we good? Are we good now? I don't even know. I don't even give a cur. Actually, I do. Let me know, please, that this is working.
I don't even care about it.
I do care. Shut up.
Okay, bye.
Let's see. I'm just adjusting some stupid things real quick. I just want to make sure I'm being able to see my crew here. I just wish I could just go to chat so I could view people chatting with me, if that's in fact. Go ahead and restart your stuff, bro. How do I just go to normal chat so I can just have the chat on a window? Blah, blah. Sorry for anybody who is watching my inexperience with Twitch. I want to be able to see chat on occasion with just a quick swipe left or right. Because at this point, why isn't my chat? Copy A to B. Go ahead and throw a compressor on here. Make it loud. Make it loud. EQ before the compressor. Let's do some distortion. Let's do the after. We can do it before. Hey, pretty girl. Chorus action.
No, yeah?
Yeah. Ow. She smacked me in the head.
Good for you.
What about dimension after that? As opposed to the verbs. Whoa, my mouse is unseeable? You can't see my mouse? Whoa, this is my mother. Sorry, you're going to have to listen to a quick convo with my mommy. Hey, Mommy. Hello. Good, how are you? I was going to say, thank you, God. It's just a cold and not Mom crying. You sound poopy. Is it the season? It's the seasonal transition that's doing it for you? Okay. So I watched. I guess the review is gonna happen, and we'll I guess find out soon. She sent the papers off, and I guess they bureaucratically deal with that or not. So. Oh, so good. Sorry, I'm whooping your. I'm whooping your butt, Mommy. I love the fact that I didn't pick my team, and you guys helped me to be first place. It's awesome. Yeah, but you have to. One of the family needs to contact him and be like, to deal with your team, so it's not. And he just like doesn't care. I think it's probably a combination of both. Right now I am streaming actually, so I'm actually on camera, being viewed by at least one other person. Yeah, the whole internet has the capability to view me talking to you. I'm basically just doing some Ableton production, streaming. It's something I've added to my repertoire of stuff to do when I'm not working. So instead of just making music solo, I stream the project or the process. You'd have to see it. I could send you a link and you could watch me, mommy. Okay, well then. Uh-oh. I will. But let me get back to streaming, and I can probably just call you back in a couple hours. Because I still want to talk to you. So you want me to give you guys a call? I can just I get off work at probably 11:30 on Sunday. So if yeah. But I'm just saying that works out perfectly. So right when I get home, I can just talk to you guys and it'll be what, like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Okay, then I'll just call you when I get home and just try to remind me so I don't forget. Okay, love you. Love you too. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Sorry about that, guys, but I haven't talked to my mom in a number of days. She lives on the other side of the planet. So when I have the opportunity. Okay, so Bone Dark, you said you can't see my mouse, bro. That's not cool. Can't see my mouse. I'm curious, all these silly settings. I'm not broadcasting my mouse. How would I fuck? This is frustrating, man. And you asked how was I adjusting serum? I guess if you could see my mouse, it would you'd be able to see that. Yeah, that you can fix live. Okay, well, how do I do that and where do I do it? Do I do it through OBS or do I do it through, what are you using to show Ableton? OBS. And I'm using a, what do you call? It's a window capture. So I'm not like necessarily doing a mirror capture. So I'm doing it's a window one. Can I show OBS? Yes, I can. Why not? Window display, window capture. And I should be able to do OBS. Boom. And then I go to OBS. Can you guys see that? So OBS just got put over the whole thing. I love that you're doing this for me, bro. I'm telling you, this really helps. Let me look so I can tell you. Got me. So donation goals, layover things, webcam, alerts, Ableton, my mic, and then this is, I believe, my audio from Ableton. But let me look so I can see it. I see it. Good. So you're viewing my fucked up situation. Help me fix it. And hopefully I get this all dialed in and I don't have to fucking do this anymore. You can't see my mouse. How the fuck? Right click on Ableton. Boom. Filter properties. The window capture. Boom. And click capture cursor. Properties. Show. Hold on. Cancel. Ableton. Filters. Scale filtering. Properties. Right click the source. Where do I right click the source? And click capture cursor, the window capture. Add window capture. Boom. So maybe, is this the one? So it's my cursor? Okay. Window, blah, blah. Yeah, that's not working. Yes. This shouldn't be this fucking confusing, man. I'm sorry I'm having such a hard time with this. There should be 2 checkboxes and one. I have a window class and as Windows match priority selected to. I have window class as window match priority selected to. Wow, bro, I really totally wish I knew what you were saying. Show window with empty names? No. Show window shadow? I don't need to show a window shadow. That's kind of stupid. Why would I do that? So, yeah, I'm totally confused, man. I have no idea how to do this. Give me settings. Hide cursor over projector. No. Show what? Wait. Hide cursor over projectors. Automatically record when streaming. Video. Audio. Output. General file, blah, 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 blah. Stream. General. Advanced. Hotkeys. Fuck. This sucks, man. Is anybody watching besides you, Bone Dark, that might have a better step-by-step process on how to do this? Okay, so I see it. Okay, right-click on your Ableton, the window capture. So, got this one, and click Capture Cursor. Filters. Add an audio effect, blah, blah, gain, noise, blah. No. This one. Chroma key, sharpen, scroll, color, crop, image, blah. Fuck. You can't hear me now. Really? Okay, God. Thank you. Just to throw another like major issue into the stream. I can't hear you now. Yeah, so okay, so you can hear me. That's a plus. That's a plus. Audio capture, mic, blah. Okay. I think computer is turning into a piece of shit for some reason. Yeah, it's unfortunate how expensive these fucking things can be too. Vertical center. Did you figure out the mouse bit? No, I didn't, man. I'm still trying to I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Alerts, webcam, layover, donation, blah, OBS. Help me figure it out, bro. I don't know what to do. It's kind of trippy how this thing... Shizer. Ableton. Add something. Media window, audio, image, slideshow, media source, browser source, scene. Let me search Google for it. Capture mouse OBS. How could a window capture mouse cursor? I'm wondering whether it is possible to disable hide the cursor when streaming. I'm not sure how to. You're suggesting 2 graphics card, blah. Well, nope, it doesn't, sadly. We're merely explained by the stream in window capture since... Okay. Well, I merely explained why I'm streaming in window capture since that doesn't seem to be the standard practice. My perceived belief was that when you had both the Intel... Oh, fuck. All right, so I did some... All right, I did some digging into the actual game client. Well, it seems that the problem with not with OBS, but rather the settings in the client itself. To go up... This is not helping me. This fucking stupid shit. Ah, my OBS is not recording my mouse cursor. Under source, right-click the one you are using for League and check capture mouse cursor. Under source, right-click the one you are using for... Why the fuck doesn't it say capture mouse cursor? It could be the fact that you don't have the full version of Ableton. That could easily be a reason why your joint's not working. It could be crashing it. You could always stick with Ableton Intro, even. It's limited. It's a stripped down version of Ableton. But then Ableton itself is what? I think it's what, like €400 or €500? $400 or $500 even? Yeah, Ableton Live Lite's cool, man. I wish I would have stuck with Ableton Live Lite for a longer time, because I believe having that limitation, I think you have a maximum of 16 channels, or maybe 8. 16 or 8. But to be completely honest with you, if you limit yourself to just using what that program provides and get really, really good at it, I've seen some YouTube videos of some pretty high-level producers going out of their way to make a track from scratch inside Ableton Lite. So I know it's possible to make something in there. Like all the automation, like it's fully capable in the things that it does. I just know they strip it down to, I think it's 16 channels or 8. It's either 8 or 16, but definitely not any more than that. And then it doesn't give you operator, which is the synthesizer, but then you can use the simpler, which is the sampler. But if you have the money, definitely invest in Ableton Suite, because it's got, at least it just unlocks all those extra capabilities of the program. You might not even necessarily need, operator or analog. There's one called tension, another one called collision, which I never, ever, ever use, but it came with it. So analog's kind of cool. It mimics a pretty standard analog synthesizer, and then operator's an FM synthesizer, so frequency modulation. But like I said, so again, I'm in a pretty shitty situation here where I'd like to be able to show you my mouse. Fuck. Capture mouse OBS Mac. Okay, on Yosemite OBS, capture only the effect of using the mouse on the screen. OBS the scene, okay, blah. This problem is also occurring in my system, also blah. On Yosemite, please fix this. People have reported this with 1010, though it seems only some. Thanks for including the log files. Nice if this was a priority. If you go to settings, accessibility display, you can play the cursor size. Hold on. Okay. Settings. this is stupid. Does it show up in monitor view? Does it show up in monitor view? Like, I can see my mouse for sure. Monitor view. General? Is it in general? Hide cursor over projectors. I don't know what the fuck that is. This is fucking stupid. I don't know what monitor view is, man. No. Hey Fumo, the creator of OBS says for game capture and window capture, you can't see mouse as a problem with Mac OBS. Ooh. So how would I go about doing this so you can see my mouse? Do I just do the mirror setting? Which would just be which would be me doing cancel. So let's do display capture. Let's see how that worked. Yeah, this. So I'm display capturing right now. Let me know if you see my mouse. I'm actively going onto my channel to see what it looks like. So I'm being forced to watch the fucking commercial that they make you watch before you can look at a channel. Battlefield 1. Looks like a cool game. I don't have a video game system though. All right, show me. I'm just watching myself here. I'm hoping the delay goes away here. Dude, the delay is fucking insane on this. It's like fucking 20 or 30 seconds. I thought that maybe I could click that button that allows you to shrink the Oh, I'm still showing OBS. Fuck. So delete this one. Minus. Yes. So that should work. Tell me that worked. "30 seconds is a long time, man. Boom. Hopefully that works. I can't tell you how awesome that is, but that means I can't that's kind of unfortunate because I had this set up to where I could, I could actively go look at, for instance, chat. I could go look and see what people were chatting to me without having to show a different view on my screen. So now if I because I don't have a second monitor, I actually have a little tablet that's actually a piece of shit that I just have linked to the chat. So hopefully this works now and we can start fucking with your shit. All right. That's crazy how it seems like it speeds up. How did you command? Oh, you actually typed that in somehow. And it seems to get faster in a certain section. What? Oh, because it's I'm sorry. When you hold Alt and you click, say, for here and push play or push the space bar, it should play it from where this line is, but it doesn't allow you to do that in session view. Let me take all of this stuff over here. So let's do this. This is that core thing. We'll put that right there. And we'll put this. That actually wasn't anything. So this is number 5. Bring this down here to here. What else you got over there? This thing. We'll put that under here. So now, what else did you have over here? What is this? Nothing. Goodbye. What is this? Nothing. Goodbye. Tambien. And this, you have stuff in there, but you don't have anything on it. Let's throw in another mat. Throw in a serum on there too. What are you saying? But just plug it in. You can make only show chat on phone or tablet. This is not a loop. It was me playing, so I must be an error in playing in time. It's still not that bad though. Oh, okay. So this is what you do. So over here, this is just the tab button that I'm clicking. Tab goes back and forward. What the fuck is this? What is this button? I have never seen this button before. New? Prepare scene for new recording. Oh, this is all session view stuff that I'm just not familiar with. Because if you see, when I push tab, it goes away. So if I, for instance, click this and push, and I'm holding the mouse cursor, and then I push tab, it's right here. And then I just put it here. And for instance, like this one, click it and hold and push tab, and then it's right here. Tab, click, hold, tab, and my fucking synthesizer's in the way. But I put that one down here. And what you can do, if you see how it's all grayed out like this, that means it's armed for session view. And what you can do is you can click this button to then bring it to arrangement. So when I click this button, all of this is going to go to this normal color. So watch. Boom. So now, let me get, let's try and, come on. I actually dig that, dude. Let's get this beat going longer. You have 2 of these core kits. I'm curious what... I think we're getting rid of this one. Yeah, that can go. We're working with this raw stuff you got right here. That shit's cool. Let me bring all this shit up to an octave where it's actually playing something. Let me get it all. It's not getting that first note. Still not getting that first note. And then I can just do hold shift, click over here. Oh, maybe that's not going to work. I need to get all this. Let's do this. There we go. Now we delete it. So no, that's not what I liked. We'll go back up. Okay, one of the kits that piano was from following a YouTube, right? I dig this beat. I think this D. This is something I learned early in my career, not that long ago. Sub frequencies. So the frequencies that exist between, I think it's like 30 hertz and like 120 are considered sub frequencies. And for instance, in the key of C, for instance, if I make this note, if I go down one octave, you can hear that. Let's even listen to what it would sound like if it was just a sub. I'm trying to let you know. Basically, what I'm trying to show you is that traditionally, if you're going to write bass music or music that is, heavy sub bass, it's very important that you have the song in the key of either E. So it's E through G sharp. So E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sub frequencies in songs that are in the key of E through G sharp provide a sub frequency that is the most clear, because below E, a sub frequency that's in the key of D down that low, the human ear can't even hear it traditionally. When it's in E, it is like the lowest the sub frequency can go without it not being able to be heard. And I believe that's the kind of the same situation when you get up here. It ceases to be a sub bass when the bass, the lowest frequencies of the sound start getting up here. So just kind of a cool rule. I tend to not write any music outside of the keys of E to, G sharp. So everything I write is in G minor, E minor, G sharp minor, if that makes any sense. Okay, so what buttons do you press to keep it in the same spot but transpose it without fucking up the placement? Transpose. Oh, got it. So, for instance, this note, you just hold shift. Shift will up oct, so up and down. So up. And another cool one I've learned, if you want to duplicate, so you push, so I have this note highlighted. If you push Command C, so I've copied the note there, and then Command V obviously posts the note. So actively right now, there are two notes on top of each other. They won't play, but this allows you to then go up, boop, and then you go Command C, Command V. So that's something that I didn't learn until like 6 months ago, and it was something that definitely really helped me out, because when you're doing chords, you have your chord right here, and you want to add another level to it, like you want to have it like that. That's another one. This is a good one too. So if you click it, hold Alt, and then drag, it copies it. Like that. But so I can copy all those, Command C, Command V, and I can transpose this up a full octave. And then obviously you have, you know, the lower register and then a higher one. So hopefully that clues you in. Now what else do we got here? I still like this beat. It's too and what I'm noticing and what I'm hearing, so alt is for keeping spot but adding. Yes. So if I was to, you know, click this and move it up without holding alt, it doesn't leave a note in the space where it was originally at. But see, now that I've moved it, and if I push alt now, that other note will reappear. Watch. See how it's there? When I let go, it goes away. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. So hold it, and then when you let go of the cursor, they'll both be there. Boop. And then always remember Command Z and Shift Command Z. I'm pretty sure that's a common quick key thing in a lot of computer programs, but obviously Command Z, you know, blip, 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 and then, oh shit, let me go back to where I was just at. Shift Command Z goes then forward in time. Is there a way to Command C and then Command V in it to an exact spot easily? Yeah, so say I like these notes, Command C. So now anywhere I put this cursor, it's going to put it on the same level though. So for instance, if I wanted, you know, I copy this section and I want it to copy and paste up here or something, the only thing I can do is have it placed in this section. So I go like this, Command C. When you click right here, Command V, it posts it, but then it posts it over here at the same level on the keyboard right here. So if you're saying you'd like to take this, copy, and paste it like up here, something, I literally just recommend doing this. So click, hold Alt, and just go like that. So then it does that. Yeah, Command Z obviously is a really good one, but then Shift Command Z goes forward. So say you delete some stuff and you deleted too much, you can then obviously just go forward and bring it all the way back. See, if you can hear that, it's funny. The sub on this sound like it sounds very muddy and it sounds shitty, like just the sound of it because it's so low. So what I'm going to do is push Command All or Command A, and I'm going to move it up to one of my ideal. Like I said, I'm going to move it up to an ideal. So it looks like this is in the key of D because a majority of these notes are all in D sharp rather. So let me go up to it just sounds so crunchy and crappy when it does that. So these notes, that needs to go away. It's funny, did you play these in? I think I remember you said you did. Can you copy and paste and then use the octave thing you were talking about before you paste? No, you can't. Unfortunately not. But once you get pretty good at copying and pasting, like if you do it enough, you know, if I want this section, you know, but I want it over here, you can simply Command C, Command V, go up that octave, and then, you know, move it over manually or cut it out and then put it right here, if that makes sense. So I reproduced it. So, you know, Command C, Command V, and then Shift up takes the notes that I just copied, brings them up a couple octaves, and then obviously you can, so they're copied right now, and then I can just put them anywhere, or I can cut them, put them over here. Hopefully that makes sense. I want to get this all at a key that I like. But see, like I said, so everything's at G. You have a good F note, and the lowest you go is E. So this is probably the ideal spot for these notes to be, because any lower, these notes down here are going to go into this area or in D, and the sub it's just not. It's kind of a general rule. So, like I said, make sure your lowest sub frequencies don't go below E. That's E. That's a good break part. So bring that right there. But what I noticed is you also had MIDI notes in here that I was curious what was going on here. So let's bring all those over. So I highlight all of them, hold the mouse button, push tab, and they should be all. They were all right there. So is this like a melody? What was this thing all about? What key is it in? Oh, so this is definitely a high notes. It's all up here in the C5, C4 region. So let's throw Serum on there. See what you got going on. Let's go to some presets action. So let's do a hip lead. We can do without these. This I kind of dig. We want this the same key as our other shit, because I realize. So what did I say this key was over here? The I think that's G. Majority of them are G. Right? Let me see here. What are we at? Boom, G, boom, G. So let's make sure these notes are all on G also. So Command A, and we're at C. So let's go down to that buddy. Ah, it's the same notes, just on a high. I get it. I see what you did there. So then we can just copy and paste it. Boom. For sure, bro. Ew. You know what I want to do? I want to take, let's say this section, and I want to double it. I kind of dig it. So I don't know if you see what I did there, Bone Dark. What I did was you have this at, it's at whatever beat PM you have it. You can click this. One of these two buttons shortens it. So if you look at this clip right here, I can double or half its timing. So say right now it's at 120 beats per minute. This. If I click the minus one, or this kind of half it'll basically make it much shorter, or half as short. So I'll show you. Boom. But then it's gone because I made it half, and you need to drag it over here and go like that. And the beginning of it's right here. So if you hear it, whoa, that's kind of cool. But then you can double that, for instance. That's the original. And then you can double it again. Or even double it again. Always use these functions because they allow you to do all kinds of really. So if you can put some MIDI information in and then use these buttons to get some variation, because if I click the reverse button, it's going to take every single MIDI note and just flip the whole thing. Like so. So this is originally the end of the MIDI notes that are now, the beginnings all the way over here. Actually right there. And invert, so obviously instead of flipping it from end to beginning, it flips the top to the bottom and vice versa. So you can create something and then add some really solid variation to it by just, clicking one of these things and switching its variation up. Let's see what we got. I want to see if we go on thirds. Whoa. I just want to move these over one note to get the offbeat and see what happens. But I want this to be the beginning. Hold on. So that just went a full note ahead. I don't want to go that far. So see this little number down here? That's the size of the square. So this is a quarter of a bar. And obviously you push command 1 or command 2. So command 1 makes the square small, and command 2 makes the squares larger. So obviously if you go, that is 8 bars. And then obviously smaller 4 bars. So if I make that click, and then I can click it again and make it smaller, click it again. If that makes sense. What I wanted this to happen on the off beat, so think that's. Do we like this BPM? Let's go to 10. I actually like. Actually, I wanted to do that to the top one. bring this loop to nothing. Like so. And then once that's like that, if you can see, if whatever I have in this loop window right here is what's going to appear in this clip right here. So if you see, I just have this section looped. So this section is this section, and then it's looped. And I have the clip drawn out, dragged out, so it just loops it continuously. That's why these little lines are right there. That's this section. But watch this clip as I drag this out. Does that make sense? Shit can be really confusing if you don't like grasp that concept in these little windows and shit. So I'm gonna do that. It's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and I want to change out your action here. What you got going on here? So kick, snare, tambourine. That's it. Kick, snare, tambourine. Kick, snare, tambourine. What's that tambourine sound like? Clang, 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 clang. Yeah, write shit down. I would always make a priority to learn the quick keys, or the hot keys, I guess they're called. Hot keys will save you so much time. Command C, Command D, duplicating, creating MIDI tracks. I can give you a little bit of them. So, for instance, Shift Command T is a MIDI channel. So Shift Command T, boom, MIDI. If you just do Command T, so without the shift, audio channel. And then if you do Alt Command T, that's a return channel. See that, buddy, just popped up? So that's really good. Those ones specifically, because you're like, oh shit, I want to throw in a new instrument. Boom, command, whatever the fuck. You don't need the keyboard overlay. You really don't. And as far as I'm concerned, like if you just spend the time to learn the I would just maybe even get a little printout, because once you've figured out the hotkeys, you won't need the overlay anymore. I would almost just go to Ableton's website and just print out on a piece of A4 paper the hotkeys, stick it on a wall, right in front of you, and then once you've memorized that shit, fucking toss that piece of paper away, and then you still have your money. Yeah. Check this out. Bone Dark will like that. Ginger. You want some? Octave buttons are shift up and down. What's up, Hard Knocks? Welcome to chat. What kind you make music, bro? What kind of music you make? Octave buttons are shift up and down. So anything that's highlighted, hold shift up and down will octavize it. So I'm going to replace your percussion elements here with a new concept. So what I'll do is I'll do Shift Command T. That's going to be my kick. So Command R to rename it. Shift 3 to a hashtag. And then I'm going to put kick. Boom. And if you notice, that hashtag turned into a number. I know a lot of people will create tracks and not number them, and you'll have 70 channels, and say you want to route something to some other thing, or so you'll end up doing, for instance, one of these, and you'll have a list. Right now we only have 4 channels, but imagine this list being 30 or 40 channels long, and you want to route it to a particular thing. You'll find yourself searching through this thing, trying to find it, but obviously if you have the number there, you go, shit, I need to route it to 17, and then you just are able to look at 17. It's really, really easily. So I definitely recommend doing the hashtag before you write the name of whatever channel it is, because you'll get that number, and then it's going to save you a lot of time later. So Shift Command T again, rename. Shift 3. This one's my snare. Shift Command T. This one's my Yo.
Question.
What?
Should I start cooking or no?
Yeah,
Well, if I cook, it's gonna be ready in like 20 minutes.
that's fine. I'm ready to eat anyway.
Okay.
I can come back in a little bit. All right, so these two I tend to group. So I group that. So you highlight the two of them and then push Command G. Command G throws them in a group, and I rename this one K and S for kick and snare. And then this shit, tambourines, I see that as percussion. So I'll Command G, group that. Command R, Command Shift 3, and this one is my perks for percussion. This grand piano, I think, is from... Did you have any MIDI note channels in here? So that can go away. All right, so what I'll do here is I will bring this down here to the kick channel. Actually, I'll bring all of them down. So I'll bring this one to the snare, and I'll bring this one to the tambourine. And on their individual channels, I will go ahead and delete. So if I fold that, I believe this was the kick. So, but we're on the tambourine. Tambourine was up here, so we're going to delete these ones. So that's tambourine, snare, kick, snare, tambourine. Oops, sorry. So I'm going to delete the tambourine, delete the kick, and then this top one, delete the tambourine, delete the snare. So now you just have the kick. But actually, you got to make sure these are all on C1. Actually, C3 tends to be the bass note for, or not the bass note, the home note for if you play a sample and you play it at C3, it's going to play the sample its original pitch. If I was to, C2, it's going to play it an octave below its normal. So I need to make sure that these are all on C3. And my tambourine, C3. And my tambourine is on fucking E. So we're going to go C1, shift, C3. All right, so now we can go ahead and delete this original. Is this drum pattern any different? Nope. Goodbye. So let's find a cool kick. I'm hip to... You guys got to check out this sample pack by Cashmere. I got it from Splice. Hard Knocks, what you got? Sorry if I get carried away and I start forgetting chat. So, but, okay, Hard Knock. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff lately, to be honest, experimenting with some gypsy minor scales for an upcoming project and working on a synth loop, synth wave set right now for myself. I don't even know what that means. What is a synth wave set? Curious what that is. And Command C. What was that? Command C and hold Alt? Command C and hold Alt for which one? I can do that really quickly again. So, Shift Command T, creates a MIDI channel. Command T creates an audio channel. And then Alt Command T creates a return channel. Write those down. Oh, synth pop. Yeah, I get that. To paste and keep original. So, yeah, Command C. And then, Command V keeps it original. Or you can do the Alt version. So, click the clip, hold Alt, drag, and then make sure you let go of the mouse before you let go of the Alt. Otherwise, it will not copy it. All right, so I want to fucking throw a cool kick. So drums, kick action. Listen to these bad boys. Boom. And since we're in the key of G, aren't we? Yeah, G. Let's go find it. That doesn't mean I wouldn't have the opportunity to tune these kicks to G easily, but I figure since he processed this at G, and I don't know about you, I actually like that. So we're going to go ahead and drag. So if you notice, this is an audio, or not it's a MIDI channel. And so if I double click on this audio file, it should put it directly into a sampler right here. So double click, boom. Let's see what, and I'm definitely going to and if you see that, these shorter notes don't allow the sample to play all the way through because it's on classic mode. So if you see when I'm going to arm the track. So I'm going to push C3. See when I just push it very quickly, it only plays to like right here. So I want this in one-shot mode. So anytime it's played, not depending on the size of this MIDI clip, it will play the entire sample. So now it's in one-shot mode. So now, irregardless of the size of these MIDI notes, it will play the entire sample, like so. And what you're also going to want to do is, because I have the voicing. Where's my voicing? Your voicing. Whoa. Oh, it's not. Hold on. Hold on. What are you posting up in here? Could you review my song? I'd absolutely review songs, but it's necessary to click that follow button. Follows get song reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it. To be fair, I'm just getting some elements in here. If we don't like this kick, Bone Dark, if you think that's too EDM for you, you want to go more hip-hoppy, slap back kind of hip-hop kit or something, we can totally do that. But the kit that you had in there before is just the standard stock Ableton one, and I wanted to get some better samples in there. So let's get a snare, kickage, snareage, hard snares. It's pretty loud. Sorry.
Can we do this all night?
Yeah, of course we can. Do you see the ass on my face? Do you see that, the ass slapping chick? You're a pimp. Okay, go ahead. If you don't mind, Bone Dark. I want to peep our buddy's track real quick. Go ahead and shoot me a link, SoundCloud, and we'll give you a quick critique. But there's no promises here. If you have like a Nintendo Casio keyboard sounding track, we're definitely going to tell you about it. All right, let me, where would I click that link? Fuck. I have to do this by going fucking chat. Sorry, I have to do this way, because otherwise you can't see my mouse. OBS and Mac have a fucking issue. Kind of. we're basically he sent me some stuff that he was messing with, and I was definitely sorry I have to do this way because otherwise you can't see my mouth. Do me a favor and shoot me that link again because I went to chat right now and it's not in the updated section. So go ahead and shoot me that link one more time so I can get it in here. I maybe add Twitch notifications top of scene if it's got a... Oh, wait, Fumo. Maybe add Twitch notifications to top of scene. Oh, shit. I didn't do that. Alerts. Oh, that's a bummer. You missed my fucking follow picture. Someone follow me real quick. Somebody who hasn't followed me in the channel, follow me real quick and I'll show you some. I'll show you a beautiful butt.
Not coming out there again.
Oh, let me see here. Let me go back to your there you are. So, boop. Open link a new tab. So we got Hard to Move. Firstly, can I be the first to say, before we even listen to this song, I'm already noticing that you have no space in here. It's a solid waveform.
Can we do this all night?
Yeah, tell me, you see that ass? You see that beautiful butt? It's so nice. I hope that worked. Hold on, I'm watching my stream right now, so hopefully I can... 5, 4, 3, 2... There it is. Oh, that shit's so funny. Okay, anyway. This either looks over-compressed, that you've compressed the entire song to the point where there is no air between the sounds, and there looks like there might not be any kind of breaks, like you have elements continuously going through this entire song. You might want to, for somewhere, take out all the percussion and just allow synths or pads to do their thing. Oops. So let's give it a listen. Nice white noisy thing going on there. That's a perfect example. This break right here, I would throw somewhere in here. Like put this beautiful unpercussive section somewhere in here. Dig it. I dig your melody. Another one. Your kick is way quieter than that synth, and I don't know how much sidechain you got going on, but you might want to sidechain some of that other stuff to the kick, so when that kick plays, it ducks out some of the sound, and that might actually give you some hip little peaks and valleys in there. But if you listen to the kick, and there's no punch to that kick. I don't know if you need to boost the lower frequencies of the kick, but listen to the melody compared to the kick. They need to be leveled better, in my opinion. Just me. Yeah, it sounds like that. I'm sorry for pausing it, but it sounds like the melody that you have, that dun, 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 dun. The sound of that is not being affected at all by the kick, and I think that would be important to allow that kick to punch through a little bit, is to side chain it to the kick. Have the synth that's playing side chained. consider this. This melody that you started right here continues all the way to here. I would consider lowering its octave. You know, so it's dun 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 dun. Drop it one octave, so dun 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 dun, and or change the instrument that's playing it. So right now you have like a kind of a plucky, Dutch house kind of sounding synth. Maybe switch that to a different sound to give it some solid variation. Because I like the melody, and you would do a lot to the variation in the song by just switching the sound or changing its octave. Yeah, this break right here. Yeah, the synth needs to be turned down quite a bit, bro. Yeah, and do we continue over here? There, well, see? Do you see what you did there, bro? How this sound, you need to do that like right here. And then like switch back and forth, or maybe continuously, because you keep the melody through the entire song. That melody is going to get extremely annoying if it doesn't have some kind of variation in the way of, you know, a different sound playing that melody or a different octave, like I said. But you did exactly what I was asking right here. It's a good track, man. Don't stop making music, man. Practice makes perfect. But that was fun. Good job. Let's get back to business here. So Vishuddha, we've had you here before, right? You're why am I not on Ableton here? Sorry. Okay, I need a kick or a snare right here. I like that. So if you'll see what I'll do here, double click it. And if you see it's at F sharp, the song is in the key of G. So and if you know where F is in comparison to G, F sharp rather, you're going to use this transposition button. So it's at F sharp. We want to take it to G. So that's up one semitone. And now when we play C3, by arming it. Yeah. So we got it. So let's listen to. Wait, okay, now let's get some tambourine sound. I've never used a tambourine in a project, to be completely honest. Tambourine. Do I have any in Kashmir? Got some tambourine action? Ooh. I kind of dig that. Maybe let's check out some other ones, possibly. Foop, give me the e-smoke, please. No, I'm actually quite American. The wife is Dutch. Say
What's
hi.
up?
Get your face down.
Oh, hi.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
I look Dutch. I look ginger, which means I could be Irish, I could be Scottish, I could be English. But no, unfortunately not. I'm not. Actually, I'm a quarter Dutch. I take that back. My grandmother on my mother's side is Dutch. Okay. So, more tambourine action. Arty stuff, blah. No. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's just do a loop. How about that? Let's see what happens if we just throw a loopy loop. What flav? Oh, that's a to be honest, I think it's a joke. These fucking e-cigarette companies have no they don't want to name their flavors after, like, so if I tell you the name of the flavor, you'd be able to be like, "Oh, I know what that is. This one is called Insomnia." Like the flavor of insomnia, which makes no sense. It's a marketing thing, but I think it's fucking stupid. This is pistachio, like a creamy pistachio cream kind of flavor. Is good. Why are your times in Amsterdam time? Why are your times in Amsterdam time? Because I'm in Amsterdam. I'm American, but I live in Amsterdam. My wife is Dutch. She's the Dutch one. She's doing her school thing. That's why I'm here. We could actually take, so for instance, if I like this tambourine sound, I can snag it and use it in this, so what I can do, but it actually, this is the tambourine sound, and this is like the palm of it. I want to see what a tambourine sound with the MIDI note that you provided me sounds like. We might need two on here, potentially, because there's that cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, clang sound. Yeah, or Dragon Dreams. What flavor is Dragon Dreams? Good fucking question. I have no idea. I had another flavor that we absolutely love. It's called this kind, Spotted. What the fuck color is Spotted? It doesn't sound like a color. It doesn't sound. Flavor. I said that. I corrected myself. So I want to take maybe this. I need to make sure that's all. Let's do this joint. What if we do, check this out. Let's see if I can throw this in a drum rack. Group to drum rack. So we have that sound, but I want this sound. Command J. I want this one right. Yeah. So then we'll do oops. Because I want that other sound too. This one. Let's see how that go. Let's get rid of this one. something like that. And I don't like getting caught up in particulars for too long, because I'll spend fucking 2 hours trying to make certain things sound right when you just need to progress and move forward. So right now we got kick, snare, and this is a huge thing for me too. I like coloring shit. So my kicks and snares are always blue. My percussion's always green. No, what was my percussion's? Is always this brown color. And then this is what? What was this again? That's kind of a synth, I guess. So we'll go group, and we'll do, and this sounds like this is definitely bass action. Group it. And I'm going to add a sub to this also, which is something that I think a lot of people should learn, is how to add a sub channel and how to split the frequencies properly. So my basses, I want, how about purple, purple, purple. So these ones are all oranges. And this shit's all, get rid of this. This is all kicks and snare action. So this is bluge. Organization, super important. So you can actually go, this is important too. So rename it. Tambo. Getting rid of this one. And this one is, I don't need to change the name of that. So this is what I wanted to add a sub bass to. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the track entirely. And now we're going to turn this into a sub by doing so. So we're just going to go to, bring this down a couple, I think, at this point. We're going to go to analog, I apologize. Basic shapes, as it is already there. Take it to a sine wave. Definitely take down this. Definitely make it mono. Definitely make it legato. Definitely want to mirror this stuff. If you have any of this stuff going on the other channel, you definitely want to mirror it in the sub. Hold on. Sorry, I get a little taken away. So what's Command J? Command J consolidates stuff. So for instance, we can do a simple, so say I have this channel. So say I have this MIDI information right here, and the MIDI is all right here, as it's all right there. But say I cut this piece out. So, and we'll actually copy it out of it. So hold Alt, maintains it, but just copies it. So I brought that over here. And if you look at this, like I said, so basically this clip is showing a window into the entire clip that's here. So if you see when I play it, so this right here is just actually, so when it ends, for instance, right here, it stops. So it's playing. When it gets to here, it'll just stop. Blah, blah, blah. Keep going. And then it should just disappear. Done. If I was to drag this out, it would make that window larger. And if you can see the gray part, or the area that it's showing. But say, for instance, if you have like a bunch of MIDI information in this channel, but you only need this much. Say you've taken this section, and this is the break. So this part is just the break. And inside this MIDI clip contains all this other shit. You don't need it. That's what Command J is for. So if you notice, when I click on this clip, it has this entire clip's information in it. But when I just push Command J, it's now just that. So this clip now only contains what was in the window. And the same goes for audio. So you can take sounds. Shit, what am I doing here? So we got this. Cancel. I want to create a audio track. So on this audio channel, we'll just throw a bunch of sounds in here. So see these sounds? They're 4 individual audio samples. But if I wanted to, I could create one continuous thing. So I've highlighted them all, and I push Command J, and it creates, like I said, one solid audio file. Yeah.
Dinner's ready in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. So hopefully that is a short Command J tutorial. And hopefully when I do enough of these streams that you guys will continue to come back, and noobs that happen to, show up and ask these kind of questions, I appreciate, and I'll make you guys moderators and do the whole thing, and you guys can help me spread the knowledge of this program, and we can help people out there get better at making beats, because if everybody else is making awesome beats, it pushes other people to make better beats, and hopefully we all become rich and famous. And unfortunately, I have to do a dinner thing here in about 10 minutes, so I will have to do a sayonara thing, but if I have, I'll be back. I'll do it. No, fuck. We'll see what happens. But like I said, I got to split in about 10-15 minutes, because you can't smell it, but it smells good, and it's almost ready. You want to learn compression? That's something else that's actually quite easy to convey. I still want to keep this. Another really good trick. So if you notice, this MIDI clip was part of the original files he sent me. I want to keep it. I don't want to delete it, and I need it to not play when it's, so there is a deactivate feature. So you just push 0. And it makes the clip deactivate. So it's still there, all the information's there, but it won't play. And it's just a good way to save things, not have to delete them, but not have them playing in your track when you might not want them to. And it's also a good way to, I want to know what that sounds like without this thing. And all you got to do is deactivate it, and you can hear actively. So the song's playing. Ooh, what is it like with... It's a pretty solid feature. I recommend using it. So, a quick compression tutorial. So I'm going to hold Alt and hit this triangle, and it will collapse everything. So Command T, create me a new... No, I don't want a MIDI channel. Apologies. I want a audio channel. So I have an audio channel here, and we're going to throw on I like that. So we have this sound. So what compression should do is decrease the differences between the low and the high, not low and high, the low volume and the high volume. It basically compresses the distance even between the highs and lows. So if you see the quieter noises in this sample are these ones, and the loudest sample being this one. So if I was to compress this, let's do that. So Command F opens your file browser, and I go ahead and type COMP for Compton. And when I did that, compressor's at the top. Go ahead and double click it. Compressor is now in there. Turn off the sidechain. That is, if you want to save certain features to a plugin, because you always have certain settings, you simply right click it and you can save as default preset. So what I have this compressor saved as is a sidechain. So because I use a different compressor typically, so I have this saved as a sidechain. But since I took it off, and this is the ratio of compression, and you have different windows here that you can use. I would recommend using this one because it gives you a good visual representation of what's happening. So right here, let's do this. Right here, so you see the sound, and you see how it peaks right up here, gets right up there. That's that peak right there. So what you can do is lower the threshold, and as soon as you bring this line, as soon as you bring this, circle thing, which is the threshold level, to where that note hit up here, this one was hitting about right here, so I should probably bring the compression down to right there. So instead of passing it, it will actually cause gain reduction. So it will lower the volume, and so instead of peaking like it does right here, it will, depending on how much I lower this threshold and depending on the ratio that I use. This is really, really heavy compression. If you see, I go like this, bring the threshold down. Heaviest compression gets the most gain reduction. Turn off the makeup gain so you can actually hear how much it's lowered the volume. So when that peak hits, you can see that it's reducing that sound. So it's not. So basically, when I have this much compression going on, as it plays through this, most of the sound comes out at the exact same volume because it's all super compressed. So what I can do is I can freeze this, and I can show you. So Command T, and I'll drop this down here. And if you can see what it actually did to the sound, it basically leveled the entire thing off. So what you would use the makeup portion of that is to hopefully maintain this, basically the highest level here. So what'll happen is, if I click that, unfreeze it, click this makeup gain. So now let's do Command T again. So we have a So I'm going to freeze this. Oops. Got to do it from here. Now it should be basically exactly like this, but the waveform should be much fatter, much louder. So I'll drop this down here. So do you see what that did? It basically took all the quiet sounds that exist right here and brought them to the exact level as the loudest sound. So do you see how that works? That's compression. And when you over-compress things, you lose dynamics, it's called, which basically there's no peaks and valleys here. So let's see if I can just ridiculously sausage compress this and show you what stupid compression looks like. So bring the threshold all the way down. Makeup gain more up. That should be just a sausage at this point. So freeze it. Command T. Should be a sausage. It's a little bit more sausage than the other one. But you can see how it compressed the shit out. I mean, and this is actually a stereo signal. There's left channel information as opposed to a bunch of right information. Okay, hopefully Okay, let me read this. How it works. It also augments the sound character in the way. Yeah, you can also definitely affect the tone of the sound via compression.
Warning.
2-minute warning. Got the 2-minute warning, boys. Vashuda, have you been here before? I'm pretty sure you were here like one of my first streams, like a couple of 5 or 6 days ago. So let me know if that was of any assistance to you in terms of, compression and a basic understanding of it. There's probably 853 million and a half YouTube tutorials on compression, and people will go out of their way to show you different kinds of waveforms and different kinds of compression, and that's the thing about compression. All compressors work differently. So, for instance, the glue compressor in Ableton has different features and different characteristics and has different effects on sounds compared to the native normal compressor. And then,
Can we do this all night?
yes, we can do this all night, but I have to eat dinner first. And whoever that was, I appreciate the follow. We're going to be doing a bunch more of these, hopefully. Who was that? Fuzz FX, brah. Welcome. I hope if you have some tunes, I'll be back in probably, an hour. I'm going to have some dinner, and I will be back momentarily. Bone Dark's the moderator. I'm going to make you moderator once I figure out how to fucking do that, Bone Dark. But I do have to say goodbye for now.
Can we do this all night?
I love you. Do you like that ass? Isn't that ass incredible? Let me host somebody special. Let me see if I got anybody hip I can host. I don't see anybody good. The Fender bass hype. What about somebody in creative that I can pass you guys on to that's hip? Anybody doing some Ableton shit? Ooh, let's check this guy out. All right, go check out. You're gonna check out Ruben here. He's got some people in there. He's also messing with Ableton. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass you off to Ruben. Give him a what's up. I'm not following this dude. Don't know who he is, but maybe I have to be following him to actually. I love everybody streaming Ableton, so I'm gonna go ahead and follow this bro anyway. He looks like he's doing his thing. I'm going to pass you off to this guy, and I'll be back in about an hour. All right? How do I get back to this? That is a boss ass. You have no idea. When I found that, I was like, that's the one. That's the one. But check out this guy and let me know how he's doing. /host. And boom, love you guys. I'll be back soon.
So, actually, today, oh, dude, thank you, man. Thank you, Fumowich, for hosting with 10 viewers. That's freaking awesome. Thanks, dude. Let's return a favor with shout out to Mr.
That is so awesome what I just did. I just dropped 10 people on this guy.
How many followers